We're here with Dinan, who just won the $100,000 Empire State Grand Prix with Nougat du Vallet. Congratulations, Katie.
Thank you.
Coming into this weekend, where were you? Were you here riding? How were you preparing?
So I was here at the beginning of the week. I showed Nugget in a nice meter 40 class on Thursday, and he jumped really well. We just did the first part of the course. He felt really good. He hadn't jumped since we came home from Sweden, so it was fun for me to be able to jump him. I always look forward to that. And I have to finish up my year at school Friday, Saturday. So I just finished up that. I went back to Boston and I came here last night. And I was definitely very excited to be coming to the horse show. And I went second in the order today, so I tried to get a really good idea of our plan when I was walking the course. It was raining a little bit, so I knew that there were a few places that were a little bit deep, but overall the field held up great. It was a really nice day, and my horse jumped great, so I'm thrilled with him.
And in the jump off, you had to go first as well. Was there a real plan for making the time tighter?
Yeah, I actually didn't go as fast as I was planning on. Obviously I went first, and you don't know what people are going to do after you, and I started off with a good pace, and we thought there might be a very forward 7th in the first line, and I turned and I ended up doing the 8, so I knew I had to pick it up a little bit. And then he jumped the middle part really well, and then the same thing in the last line. There was a very forward 7 that we walked, but it was off a really tight turn, and he jumped the ox a little bit high, and I ended up just fitting in the 8. So I knew that my time wasn't unbeatable by any means, but I was certainly fast enough, and I got a little bit lucky, and it ended up working out for me today, so I'm really happy.
And where does this kind of rank with your victories?
This is a big day for me. I mean, Old Salem's always been one of my favorite horse shows, and I've been coming here since I was riding small ponies, and I've always watched this Grand Prix, so to win it is really cool. Nugget won a few Grand Prix last year, but I've never won a $100,000 class, so that's really exciting, and it's great because we have a big summer ahead of us, and so hopefully, just at least I feel prepared for that.
Yeah. And what are some future plans with him?
We're going to go to Spruce Meadows this coming month for June, and part of July we're going to be there for the whole circuit, and so that's great that we had the experience here in the field because it's a great way to get ready, and he felt really good. And then the plan is after Spruce Meadows to go to show in Europe.
Okay.
So.
And he likes to throw in some bucks every now and then. He had a couple in the
Yeah.
jump off. Does that affect you at all?
He does it a little bit, sometimes in the first round, and I'm thinking about the time allowed, and I like him through the finish timers, he'll do it a little bit, and that doesn't bother me. I work on at home, getting him to just move off my leg without doing it, because it does kind of lose a little bit of time, and so I have to make sure it doesn't become excessive or where it starts interfering with anything. But he's just happy and exuberant, and I think that's what makes him so good. So sometimes I'm just like, do what you want. But yeah, a little bit in the jump off when I was legging, there was a long approach to the ditch, and he let out a little bit of a buck. But he's just doing it to be playful. He has a little bit of attitude.
Yeah, and he knows he's good.
I think so. I mean, I tell him all the time. So.
And just watching him go, he's so light and he springs off the ground. What kind of feeling does that give you?
He is an unbelievable feeling off the ground. He's not very big, and he's a great canter, and he kind of just goes with his head up and nice and ears forward, and he just has so much impulsion off the ground, and when he's trying hard, he just jumps higher, and I'm so lucky to have a horse like him because I know that if I ride well, he's not going to let me down, so that's a great feeling to go into the ring.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much, and
thank you so much.
congratulations.